Welcome to A Dog Sense. Have you ever seen your dog spin several circles before lying down, sprint around like a tiny tornado after pooping, or refuse to eat unless you stand next to them, and wondered, what on earth are they thinking? At first glance, these look like random quirks from a cute household pet. But that's just the surface. Beneath the soft fur and those loyal eyes hides the shadow of a top predator, the wolf. Wolves never do anything without reason. Every movement, every ritual, every glance is wired for survival. And the surprising part is that an ancient operating system still runs perfectly inside the modern dog, right in your living room. The issue is simple. Dogs understand humans better than humans understand dogs. They read stress through scent, guess emotions through breath, and track our heartbeats like biological sensors. Meanwhile, we decode them through human morality, rules, and discipline. When those two languages fail to align, we label them as stubborn, clingy, or misbehaved. However, the truth is that dogs are not inherently naughty. They behave logically, according to instinct. We just haven't learned how to read it. In this video, we're going to do what most dog owners are never taught to do. Translate the hidden language of dogs, where seemingly odd behaviors hold enormous emotional meaning for both dog and human. The first thing most owners overlook is this. Every canine behavior originates from a survival principle. To understand dogs in modern life, we must translate their logic correctly, through their language, not ours. 1. Spinning before lying down, the safe sleeping spot ritual. In the wild, every action answers two evolutionary questions. Does this increase my chance of survival? Does this make me safer? What humans call weird, ethologists recognize as ancient survival coding. When a dog spins before lying down, it may look like they're finding the perfect pose, but underneath is an entire protocol. Surface check, threat assessment, exit orientation, flattening the sleeping area. In the wild, this is the condensed version of selecting a shelter. One bad sleeping spot could put the entire pack at risk. In modern life, the ritual shrinks down into a few circles on your living room floor. 2. Post-poop zoomies. Discharge after vulnerability. Pooping seems mundane to humans, but in animal behavior, it's a high-risk moment. Stop, lower head, drop vigilance. That's why the moment they're done, some dogs explode into zoomies around the yard. Humans see chaos. Dogs feel relief. They're not crazy. They just exited a vulnerable state. 3. Eating only when you stand near, requesting a sentinel. To humans, eating is a pleasure. To dogs, eating is vulnerability. When a dog refuses to eat alone, they're not seeking attention. They're requesting a sentinel. You stand close, you become a warning satellite. They eat, risk decreases. Meal ends, nervous system settles. This isn't bad behavior, it's a pack of cooperation. 4. The long stretch greeting. Emotional hello. That dramatic, full-body stretch when you walk through the door isn't a morning stretch. In canine language, it's an emotional hello, the equivalent of humans opening their arms for a hug. Surface level, adorable. Underneath, cortisol drops, nervous system resets, social bond confirmed. 5. Play sneeze. The meta signal that prevents escalation. Dogs don't use vocabulary to say, I'm excited, I'm hyped, or don't misunderstand me. They use behavior. During play, a sudden sneeze is not allergies. It's a meta signal. This is play, not a fight. In nature, the line between play and conflict is razor thin. Without meta signaling, play can escalate into real combat. 6. Sitting with their back toward you. Trust plus shared vigilance. Humans show trust through eye contact. Dogs show trust through their back. When a dog sits facing away, they're saying, I'll watch the front. I trust you to guard my back. In the wild, the rear flank is the fatal zone. Only deep trust allows exposure. 7. Sitting on your feet. Protective possession. When a dog sits on your feet, humans often interpret it as clingy or attention-seeking. But in canine social mapping, it translates to, "This human is part of my pack." Not dominance, protective possession plus grounding. 8. Avoiding cameras, vacuums, and rain. A sensory perspective. If humans live in a world of sight, dogs live in a world of scent and sound. To a dog, a camera lens is a black, unblinking eye. And in ethology, staring equals threat. A vacuum is the perfect predator profile. High-pitched sound ground vibration. No scent signature, unpredictable movement. Rain erases scent maps, disrupts audio cues, and destabilizes footing. The natural command is pause, observe, wait. Dogs are not stubborn. They're calculating safety. If you recognized your dog in any of these behaviors, pause for a moment and count. Out of the 8 we listed, how many match your household? 1. Spinning before lying down. 2. Stretch greeting. 3. Place knees. 4. Sitting with back turned. 5. Sitting on feet. 6. Avoiding cameras, vacuums, rain. 7. Eating only near humans. 8. Post-poop zoomies. If there's a behavior we haven't mentioned yet, comment on it, because the next 4 are more subtle, more misunderstood, and far more interesting. By the end, you'll know how many out of 12 your dog has. If your score hits 8 to 10 out of 12, congratulations. You're exceptionally fluent in canine language. If you've commented already, let's continue with the behavior most people misread: licking. 9. Licking. The emotional language humans misinterpret. Among all social signals dogs use with humans, licking is the most complex. On the surface, it appears to be a kiss. Some humans mistake it for submission. But in canine logic, licking has 3 layers. 1. Allogrooming, pack bonding. The very first behavior learned from the mother. It means care, acknowledgement, and social reinforcement. 2. Chemical reading, biological scanning. A dog's tongue is a biological sensor. When they lick skin, they can taste cortisol when you're stressed, adrenaline when you're anxious, hormonal shifts when you're tired or ill. Humans ask, "Are you okay?" Dogs lick and know. 3. Grounding, emotional reassurance. If they sense dysregulation, licking pulls you back into the present. "You're safe. I'm here." In psychology, that's called grounding. In ethology, affiliative calming. If the human responds with warmth, petting, soft voice, they reinforce the behavior. More licking follows. Not out of neediness, but because the connection works. No clinginess, just language. 10. Hiding objects, the scent vault. If you've seen your dog hide toys, or food in blankets, or your bed, you've witnessed ancient resource protection. In the wild, food equals survival. Failure to secure it equals failure to live. Your bed holds the strongest concentration of pack scent. Scent equals safety. Therefore, the bed becomes a biological vault. 11. Stashing, survival economics. Stashing isn't mischief. It's resource economics from a world without guaranteed meals. No one knew when the next hunt would succeed. No one knew when the pack had to relocate. Dogs don't hoard. Dogs plan. 12. Zoomies, sensory version. Nervous system rebalance, zoomies also appear after bathing, restraint, or discomfort. Humans see chaos. Dogs feel release. Behavioral science calls it rebalance. Ethology calls it post-stress discharge. Dogs call it running. When we mistranslate, the relationship suffers from these 12 behaviors emerges a central truth. Dogs are not naughty. Dogs are logical. Humans misunderstand, and specialists translate. Humans interpret through morality, good or bad. polite or rude, clingy or spoiled. Dogs operate through survival, safe or unsafe, bonded or isolated, stressed or soothed. If humans need psychology to perform these tasks, dogs have been executing them for thousands of years through instinct. The relationship. Dogs choose. Some people keep dogs for companionship, some keep dogs for affection. But dogs choose humans for coexistence, to be in the same mission. True coexistence requires a shared language. Dogs have already learned the human dialect, through eyes, scent, breath. Now it's our turn to learn theirs, through non-punitive empathy. Because once you understand why they behave this way, you'll never see your dog the same again. And if the world of canine behavior, instinct, and emotion fascinates you, stay with us. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to follow a dog sense. Who knows, our next video might decode the exact behavior you've always wondered about.